Hi, hello everyone. How you guys doing? Good. Okay, I see so many of you log in from different countries here. So I would like to start this webinar here by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to everyone here. I know some of you are logged in very, very early and very, very late at night. So I appreciate that. How you guys doing? Okay, wow. Thanks for all of you here today for joining this very, very special webinar. Hi, Mei-Ling. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Martha. Okay, all right. Hi, Laura from Mexico. Okay, France, Celine. Okay, so let's, as usual, let's start this by actually testing the audio. So if you can hear my voice loud and clear, please type the word yes in the comment box right now. Okay, so once I got that green light, then we shall begin. Okay, if I can hear my voice loud and clear, type the word yes in the comment box. Okay, all right, so good to go. So many of you here today. Okay, so I think that you already know that what topic we're going to talk about today, right? So today we're going to talk about something that I usually didn't discuss about is the luck pillar. Right, so some of you here are very, very new. You might not know what luck pillar means. Right, don't worry, we're gonna get there for you as well. Yeah, because this group here, they are different. I would say it's a mixture group of our students here. Some of you here are extremely beginner. Some of you are intermediate, and some of you here are actually the expert group. Right. So these are the few group that we are talking to. And as I'm talking to you right now, actually, I'm seeing the screen. So I can actually, if you have any question, you can actually type on the comment box as well later on. So I may pick some of it then actually to help you to actually address your question as well. So today we're going to, before we start this, if you are a newbie and you're very new to BaZi astrology, please type the word me in the comment box right now. Okay, type the word me. So now I can actually sometimes going to talk about a topic that's specifically to this group. Okay, all right. So type the word me in the comment box right now, so I can know who you are. Okay, so many of you. All right. So it's okay, right? Everyone is once a beginner. Yeah, let me assure you that you will find this webinar here very, very useful to you as well, right? You are not losing out on anything, right? Even better if you're a beginner, right? At least you don't you don't have all this preconceived belief in or notion about something, right? So you're starting fresh, you'll be good. Okay, so many of you here is beginner. All right, cool. So how do we actually start this here is I need all of you here to plot a BaZi chart first. So let me show you the link first. Yeah, this is the first thing before anything. Yeah, let me show you the screen. Yeah, this is a BaZi chart. You need to get it first, right? Okay, so as you can see on the screen right now, and this is the joeyap.com/BaZi chart. This is the link. You need to click on it, and then you're good to go. Okay. All right. So because during this webinar here, I'm going to actually a lot of things you need to refer back to your BaZi chart, right? If some of you here you are expert, you can actually plot several charts, maybe you and your family. But if you're beginner, I advise you just to plot one chart first. All right. So your own chart. Once you understand it, then later on, probably after the webinar, then you can actually look on other people's chart. Otherwise, you get overwhelmed. Okay, so one chart for beginner. And if you consider yourself an expert, or maybe you're really an expert, then you actually you can plot multiple charts. So how many of you here are expert in BaZi? Type the word me as well. I want to know who you are as well. Yeah, if you are expert or even I would say advanced user of BaZi, then type the word me in the comment box right now. I want to know who you are as well. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, let's see how many are. Okay, Michelle, almost me, pretty say. Okay, this is cute. Wow, Rudy, Alma, wow. So all of you here are intermediate or at least advanced user of BaZi. Okay, so it's good. So we have a mixture group of student here. So let's start this our topic today. Yeah. So for some of you are very new. Yeah. Let me just address one thing first. Yeah. Before we start, the chart, the BaZi chart you are getting. Yeah. This is of course it will be based on your date and time of birth, right? So and then once you plotted the chart. You might wondering, right? What is this BaZi chart is all about? What does it means, right? So this BaZi chart doesn't represent your destiny, right? So let me tell first, it doesn't represent the outcome you're going to get, in the future. Okay, this BaZi chart here tells you opportunity or probably obstacles along the way, right? It could be one, so you can actually change your strategy and create better outcome. So this BaZi chart also a chart to tell you more about yourself, right? Before you know who you are. Yeah, I think this is very important because a lot of people, they like to actually know about their true strength, their talent, right? So this BaZi chart will be able to give you this source of information. But again, right, whether you choose to do anything about it is up to you, right? So if you chose to actually decide to do something to improve certain talent that you discover in a BaZi chart, therefore your destiny will become better. But another person, that have exactly the same chart with you, destiny chart is same chart with you, but he didn't do anything, he do nothing, basically, then your destiny and this person's destiny will be very, very different, even you have the same chart. Okay, so I want you to see BaZi chart in that way. It's not a fixated chart. Yeah, this is not like a death sentence or for you. Like if you get this chart, that means that no matter what you do, the bad outcome you get. It doesn't work this way, right? So the goal here is to create a better life, right? It's about knowing, how to use the chart, right? So who will get a better outcome actually depends on one thing: are you a better user or not? Right? If you're a better user of the chart, you can create a better outcome. So therefore, when we look at the BaZi chart, we look in the form of potential, rather than something that actually carved in stone. Okay. So today we're going to talk about our luck pillar. Some of you already know what luck pillar means, and some of you don't know, right? So this luck pillar talking about whenever if you are interested to know, what are the future opportunities coming, and then or even now, at this every moment right now. So what type of opportunity available to you? Don't you think this is important? Right? So and then you also not only you want to know now, you also want to know probable in the future what type of nature or what type of opportunity that you might encounter along the way. This could include like job opportunities. It might include like new people you're going to meet along throughout your life, or probably there are some opportunity also. There also another part is also called crisis, right? So maybe there's certain crisis, right, that you might need to go through. So all this information you can see. I would say that you can actually fast forward this to 10 years, 20 years, and 30 years. This is what we call the luck pillar. So therefore, the today topic of this webinar is called BaZi luck pillar analysis, right? So I want to get all of you here to get started, on how do you actually look at this part here. Okay, so in summary, I would like to actually call the BaZi chart. This BaZi chart here is a user manual chart, right? It's your chart that you can know how do you use yourself better, right? So if you bought a TV or you bought a smartphone, they always come with a user manual, right? So the user manual actually teach you how to operate the phone. So the BaZi chart, since it's your live user manual, it teach you how to operate yourself, right? So let me ask you one question here for those who just joining in here. Do you good in operating yourself or not? Are you a good user of yourself? How do you know you're a good user? It's like this, very simple. If you think that you already plan to do something, and then you get yourself to do it, basically you mean you have a total control of yourself. You have a strong discipline, right? Let's say you know that that jogging, or exercise like 30 minutes in every day is good. It's good, right? But if you're able to get yourself to do it, that means that you know how to use yourself. right? For some people that they might not have this control, means that they only do exercise when they have the mood to do it. Right? So if you're a better user, means that your feeling is relevant. Yeah, it's irrelevant to you. Yeah, if you know this is important, you got to get it done. It doesn't matter what mood you're feeling that day. You know, it's irrelevant to you. Okay, that means you're a better user. So which means that even you are sad or you are frustrated, you still continue to do something that you should do, right? So this is what we, in layman term, we call this discipline. So from BaZi perspective, we call this what? You know, you are a good user of yourself, right? At least you know that, you know, you can actually send an instruction to yourself to do something. Okay, so today, how do we actually explore this further? I want to deep dive into this user manual to look at one specific area, is what we call the luck pillar. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to actually talk today. So let me show you the slide first. Okay, there you go. Okay, so you able to see something right now? Okay, so these are what we're going to talk about today, right? So we're going to talk about the 5 things here today. Yeah, so it seems like so many things, or 5 things, you know. So I don't think this webinar will be end in 1 hour time. It could be more. It could be longer than that. Are you okay or not? Right, because I don't think I can possibly finish 5 things here, 5 flow here about in 1 hour's time, probably more, you know. So you might actually, you know, have some preparation. It could be last a little bit longer. Do you have problem with this? No, right? Okay, all of you here say yes. Okay, then it's good, right? So we are good to go. Okay, so now as when we look at this part here, let's look at the number 1, right? The number 1, the first one. Yeah, there are 5 things. Yeah, let me just tell you. The first one, we're going to talk about the power of the luck pillar, right? And then the second, we talk about the seasons of life. And then the third pillar, we're talking about certain special luck pillar. And then the 4th thing here is the power of anticipation. And finally, we talk about what you can actually do beyond the luck pillars. Don't you think this is interesting, right? Means that you transcend the luck pillar, you know, so there'll be a step-by-step. Yeah, so this is why I put it step-by-step, because this is especially good for beginners. Right, because I've been told that, you know, this group here that has a lot of beginners. So I see that it's a need to me to structure this webinar in a way that not only benefits those advanced or expert or student here, but also for the beginner student. Okay, so since you guys are ready right now, yeah, let's start this. Yeah, so now, whenever someone learn BaZi, or even you learn BaZi, right, one thing you need to actually understand is first question, yeah, even before take out your BaZi chart, because a lot of people ask me, right, how do you actually improve the speed or actually speed up the process of learning BaZi? Yeah, what is the first step? Yeah, I always tell people the first step always come with one thing, right? You need to know why you want to learn BaZi. Don't you think so? Right? So this is the first question you need to ask first. You know, if you don't know why, you know, yeah, then you don't know which part to study on. Right, so at least you must have a real motivation behind why you want to study BaZi, right? So, and no matter what the reason is, there's no right or wrong, right? Because this is something personal to you. So I want everyone to start with by typing in the comment box right now. Yeah, why not you tell me, yeah, why you learn BaZi? Is it for financial aspect, or relationship, or health? Or maybe for to actually start the side gigs, yeah, whatever it is, type it in the comment box right now. Okay, you won't say to help myself, to serve others. Barbara say, oh, very good. Okay, to help people. Celine also say to help people. Oh, a lot of you here actually is very good. Yeah? So you actually want to learn this to make impact to others, to improve financial health. Okay, decision making. Know yourself better. I see some of you have want to do side gigs. Okay, all right, very good. Okay, at least you know this part, right? Because if you know it, then whenever I say something that related to what you're asking, or the reason that you're studying this, then that's where you can immerse yourself into it, right? So there's a motivation. Otherwise, if you don't have a reason, let me tell you, it's very easy for you to give up. Right? After a few charts, then you don't know how to read, then you give up already because the reason is not strong. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you for all of you here. I still see all these comments coming in. So yeah, why want to do this exercise from the start? Yeah, clarity is the first step of learning BaZi. Right? Now you know why. Right? If you know why, you will automatically, you will know how. Yeah, the bigger the why is, and you will find a way to do it. Yeah, it's automatic. Right? If your why is weak, you'll find a lot of reason not to do it. Make sense? Right? So now you know this already. So in the end, right? So do you realize that all of you here have something after, right? You want to get something. Some of you say financial, some of you want to say want to help others, right? Some of you say want to understand yourself. There's always something you want to achieve, right? So this brings us to one common topic that a lot of people discussing about is this, right? Success, right? A lot of people actually I actually talk to people on a daily basis. Even today, I just finished my consult, and here I am with all of you here. So people are actually talking about they want this, they want that, they want to be successful, right? So first of all, I think that the word success, you know, is a cliche. Everyone using it, right? Want to be successful, right? So what is really means by being successful? Yeah, think about this. I asked everyone. Everyone also told me that they want to be successful. Now, what does successful mean? Right, successful actually is, if you ask me, it boils down to a very, very simple explanation. Yes, success means getting what you want. Don't you think so? Right? If you're able to get what you want, yeah, whatever you want, you got it, you are successful. It doesn't matter how big or how small your goal is, you know. Yeah, it could be something that personal to you. Yeah, is it mean that we need to be like multi-millionaire to become happy? No. Some people, as long they are healthy, they are happy, right? Some of them, as long as they can spend time with their family, they're happy, right? There are no right or wrong. Yeah. So why I want to ask you that question. Yeah, means like this. Yeah, if you able to get what you want, you already successful, right? You don't need to compare to your neighbor or to your friend, right? Maybe your friend have different goals in life. Yeah, they want to actually make some improvement, right? So I would say that on your side here, you want to know this, and therefore, the next question you want to actually ask yourself, how success being created, right? Because I'm not here to judge whether your goal is good or bad. Who am I, right? All of us here have different goals. We all of us here have different so-called needs in life, right? So, and I noticed that some of you here actually have some connection issues. So if you are, just click the reconnect button, right? So, or refresh the browser, then click the reconnect, then you're good to go. Okay, all right. So this is the thing that we're going to actually look into. I know some of you here, yeah, they have some problem reconnect to this. So let me remind you again. Yeah, you need to hit the reconnect button. Okay, all right. So this is the thing that where am I just now? Right. So yeah. So we're talking about the success, right? We need to actually get there. So let me ask you, how do you, now you know your definition of actually becoming successful, right? So you already knew it. Yeah. So now you know the end goal. So how do you get there? Right? That's the second question, right? Yeah, that's the reason you learn BaZi, right? Just now you want to know why you want to learn something, right? Now you already know that you already know what to do, but how do you get there? There must be a gap, right? Otherwise, you're already getting it. So there'll be some, this is where you want to go, and then that's where you are. So there's a gap. So the goal of using BaZi, yeah, or whatever Chinese metaphysics tools that you're using here is to close the gap, right? To close the gap. Then how do you close this gap here? So when I think you heard about a saying that success equal to preparation plus opportunity, right? How many of you here heard this phrase before? Success equal to preparation plus opportunity. Yeah, if you heard about this word before, type the word yes. I want to see who you are. Or have someone told you this before? This phrase, success equal to preparation plus opportunity? Okay, so many of you heard before, right? So then it's even easier for me to learn BaZi. If you understand this term, learning BaZi becomes super, super easy for you. Why? Now, Yeah, I want you to take your BaZi chart out right now. Take out your BaZi chart. Now is the time, right? Just now you need to be clear. So on the screen right now, yeah, on the BaZi chart, basically you want to learn BaZi. Actually, it's very, very simple, right? If you look at the chart, and there is two area that I actually highlighted for you. Yeah, take out your chart. So remember just now we talked about success is about preparation plus opportunity, right? So when you look at the BaZi chart here, so we are actually looking at these two sections. All right, if you can see from the screen that I'm showing to you right now, there's a preparation box and there's an opportunity box. So let me explain to you first. Yeah, preparation means what? Yeah, some of you here or most of you here are parents, right? So why do you send? Yeah, why do you send your children to school to study? Right, because you want them to get prepared, right? They learn certain skill. Yeah, they understand life. Right, so the moment they graduate, then they can actually have a skill they can offer to the marketplace, so they can get a job. Don't you think so? So whenever we are studying during our primary and secondary school, which means that these are the time we are preparing them. Yeah, your children, you also study before, right? So we're doing preparation, right? So when you graduate, you go out, then you get the opportunity. So therefore, this is the chart that represent, the top one is represent the preparation, and then the bottom part is represent opportunity, right? So a lot of people debating, talking about which one is more important. Yeah, I would say that both is also important. Yeah, because the preparation talking about the, I would say that about a private victory or private battle you need to win first. This is where education, you harness your skill, you harness your talent. That's the one, right? So opportunity means that the moment you go out to the marketplace, yeah, when you're ready, you apply a job. Yeah, are you the only one applying to for the job or not? Of course not, right? You have a lot of competitor, a lot of candidate that fighting the same job with you. So therefore, whenever you go out, then we need to actually see the opportunity part, right? Is it actually favors you or actually against you? But today, right? Today we are not going to talk about the preparation part, right? Because we are talking about luck pillar, right? As the title implies, on this webinar, we are talking about the luck pillar, right? So if we're talking about the luck pillar, so which means that we are looking at the opportunity part. Okay. So preparation, we talk next time. Yeah, if we have a topic, yeah, because like especially whenever you learn BaZi, right? You start learn BaZi, you learn about day master, you learn about your talent, yeah, you learn about your strength and weaknesses. What you are actually learning? You are learning on the preparation part. Don't you think so? Right? You want to understand yourself, understand your talent, right? So that part a lot of people want to know. Right? But today we are not talking about that because I think that I truly believe that you already know who you are. Don't you think so? Right, a lot of time, yeah, when I do consult, right, sometimes some people, I always ask them, why you're here, yeah, what bring you here today, yeah, for this consultation, and then some of them, they say that I want to know more about myself, yeah, they tell me this, then I of course, yeah, I will always ask them back, do you really don't understand yourself? Right, I think you understand of course you understand yourself, correct or not, right? So because I always tell them, I only have 1 hour working with you right now. I can spend 1 hour, yeah, telling about yourself, your nature. Probably you already knowing it. It's just matter of conforming to it, or maybe you want a reason why you want to behave this way. Or I can also talk about the other part, is talking about what can you do right now to become better. Which one do you think is more beneficial? Yeah, I let them choose. Right, because I only have 1 hour spent with time, right? Yes, I can talk about day master, talk about your talent, talk about everything about your preparation part, yeah, but you might miss out on the opportunity part, right? So therefore, after I telling them this, then everyone that I told them, there's finally they decided they want to know opportunity part, right? Because opportunity talking about one thing, talking about what is happening at the present moment, the moment we want to actually create a new destiny. Right. So how do we actually create a better future? Is by creating a better present moment first, right? If our present moment is better, automatically our future will be better as well. Don't you think so? Right. So if you eat healthy today, yeah, you know that, yeah, if you continue to do that, you know that, in the next 1 year, you'll be good. Yeah, what if you every day you drink, you eat a lot of sugar? You already know your future. Yeah, in the next 1 year, your health will not be that good already. Don't you think so? So therefore, yeah, the luck pillar talking about present moment, right? So I think this part will be more actionable because that is always something you can do about it. So today, this is the part that I'm going to actually talk about. Okay, you see opportunity part, and I'm not going to talk about this. Yeah, I think we have so many workshop talk about this already, right? Your day master your talent. Let's reserve, maybe put this on other session. Okay, clear? So now I want all of you here right now to look at this portion here. Yeah. So let me show you the next slide. Okay, let me zoom in here. So this is your luck pillar, right? So for some of you are very new here, yeah, you don't know what it is. I just zoom in, right? Just now, let me show you first. This is the part I'm showing to you. Okay, this is the part. Yeah. So I want you to look at this part, and then I zoom in this part, it become like this. Okay. So this is a luck pillar. So some of you are new here. Let me just explain to you how do you read this. Right. So this luck pillar here talking about one thing. Every 10 years, your life will change. Yeah. So 1 decade, right? So I would say a season of life, you know, or phases of your life will change, or your thinking will change, big change. Yeah. So which means that, you know, but you must ask yourself also, right, when it will be changed. So in the luck pillar, which I'm zooming in into that right now, you know, the numbers. So let me see this. Let me draw something. So you see there's a number here. Hold on. I don't know why I cannot draw now. Hold on. Okay. So do you see this number here? On each of the slide here, there's a number, right? So this number is the your age. Okay. All right. So there's an age, and if you want to actually, because some of you here are scientists, you want to be precise, right? So, but this age here is Chinese age. So if you want to refer to Gregorian calendar, right? So you might need to actually reduce by 1. So 33 means is 34 means is 33. Okay or not? It's easy, right? Yeah, if you want to be really precise. But actually, in destiny chart, yeah, it's plus minus 1 year because energy doesn't transit at 1 day. You know, is like it takes some time to do the transition, like from autumn to winter. It doesn't the season doesn't change, like today is autumn, tomorrow suddenly a lot of snow, right? So there's always a transition. So this part here talking about the age, yeah, the age when a new phases of our life are coming in. So if you look at this sample chart here, right, let me ask you, right, so what age this person will transit every time? Don't you think is the age of 34? If you want to look at Gregorian calendar, it's 33. Yeah. So we don't worry about it. I know a lot of you here want to know exactly. If you want to know exactly the year, you just deduct 1 year from it. Okay. So let's say this person here. Currently, this person are on which age? 34, right? Why we know it's 34? Because these are the highlighted one, right? So which means that this person this is the current phase of luck that this person in. So I want you to check on your chart as well. There are 1 pillar out of the so many pillars here is highlighted, right? So this is the thing here. So this one, yeah. So this person will go through this phase of life and for 10 years. So when it will change again, the next one, 44. Yeah, but for Western age, you can regard it's 43. Remember, we deduct 1 year, right? So it's easier for you. So now, if you know from this person here, so you already know that the next one will be 44, and then the next subsequently will be 54 and 64. This is the age. So now I want to check on your own chart. You want to know which year that you're going to transit to a new phase of your life. Right? Let me ask you, right? Do you think that you are very different person where you are right now compared to 10 years ago? Right? Don't you think so? If you discover that you're a very different person, you think differently, type the word yes. Okay, I want to see who you are. Yeah, because every 10 years, we will have a big shift in our life, right? So don't say 10 years, right? 5 years ago, you're already a different person, right? If all of you change, right, why a lot of people so hung up with the word day master, right? The day master is what given to you from the start, right? Your nature. But does it mean you stay the same character for the whole life? It's not. Right, so that's why I see a lot of people that look at the day master and then they ask themselves, why I doesn't behave exactly like one. Is because you also evolve along the way, right? So if you are still the same person 20 years ago, means you're not improving, you're declining. Don't you think so? Right. So this love pillar talking about so-called like you have a handphone, so you have an iPhone. Right, so you are talking about the OS update, iOS update, right? So the luck pillar also talking about your software upgrade. So when you do a major upgrade every 10 years, okay? So there every 10 years you will actually go through an upgrade, but not all the time is upgrade. That's the thing. Yeah, sometimes it could be downgrade one, Right? So, but if you know the strategy, how to make best of each pillar, yeah, then you can actually have the higher chances for you to become successful. Yeah, so the good thing here is, you in using BaZi, you can look at the content inside each of the luck pillar. Yeah, the content inside each luck pillar will tell you what are the opportunity available to you, and also what type of problems or could be unseen problem, yeah, that you need to pay attention to. Right? So don't you think it's useful to know this? Right? Okay, so now now you know the concept. Yeah, you know where to look for it, so we can actually proceed further here. So if this person here, right, so let's say you want to know what will happen to him, or what opportunity will actually he encounter at the age of 44. So automatically we will know that since he mentioned 44, so we will actually need to look at where this palace already. Don't you think so? Right, so this is the one. Right? Because 44 already transit here. So we read every information here. Then we can tell this person, what are the opportunity available to him at the age of 44 onwards. Right? If let's say this person say, I don't want to know about 44. I want to know around the age of 54. Right? Then, okay, then you can read this part, all the content here. And then you can actually tell the person, how do you actually interact, or how do you read this based on the content here. So if you're a BaZi user, you can read inside the information. And today I'm going to share with you also how do you read some of the information that located in your current love pillar. Okay, all right. So let me show you the next slide here. So once you know this, then let's proceed on the second one. Right, the second one is talking about the season of life. Yeah, just now you know about what you can do with the love pillar. You know where to locate one, and you already know that it's 10 years, and you want the Gregorian age, you just minus by 1. Okay, all right. So then that's it. Correct not? Right. So don't worry about DE or clash or anything first. Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah. So we do step by step. I think a lot of you here are very intelligent. Even while doing this webinar, there are so many questions in your head already. Right. Then this will interfere you from learning something. Right, don't worry about that. I say Thomas say, what's the DE in the love pillar? Don't worry. Yeah, I haven't thought about the DE yet. Then the DE is not important for now. Cannot. Right. Otherwise, there's so many information coming in, you don't know which one to take already. Then in the end, it defeats the purpose of learning. Right, because you learn nothing. Okay, so for now, right, can we just follow you just need to interpret the information that I share with you. Yeah, this is always how we're going to do this. Okay, all right. So this is a lot of people ask, why I do this. I think that if you want to have a Q&A like details and all this thing here, occasionally I actually do a Facebook Live called the God Question. So if you can chip in there, then I can answer your question. Yeah, if you have some really technical question, yeah, then because that one is an open Q&A, so you can ask about anything. Yeah, but this is a webinar. Yeah, I'm going to share with you information. I would like to restrict, the coverage of what type of question I would like to answer. Yeah. So for now, to benefit everyone else here, because we have more than 1,000 people here right now, so I don't want to sway or actually divert to the other direction. Yeah. So let's stick to the point right now. Okay. All right. So now we are talking about the second one here. Yeah. Once we know that the luck pillar configuration. So like, remember just now I tell you, right? Our life are go through season, right? Some season are easy. Some season are hard, right? Some season can actually give you plenty of maybe wealth opportunities. Some of the season actually is for you to learn more about yourself, right? Or learn about your shortcomings, and then therefore you become better. So there are different seasons in life. So let me just test all of you here. How many years consist in one season? Yeah, the luck pillar. Since each luck pillar represent a season of life, so in one season, how many years within a luck pillar? Type the word, type the answer in the comment box right now. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, you understand this, right? Yeah, this is for beginner, right? So for you to know this, if some of you type 30, you know, there's something wrong, huh? It's 10 years. Yeah, yeah, 10 years. Yeah, we're talking about, this is not the autumn or winter season. We're talking about the phases of our life. Yeah, it's 10 years. Each luck pillar consists of 10 years. Okay, all right. So now once you know this, then let me just, the first question people will ask, right? Is the current luck pillar I'm going through, is it a good luck or bad luck? Right? Don't worry about the season anymore, right? The season is not the autumn, winter season you learn in BaZi. I'm talking about season of life, right? I think a lot of you here easily get confused. I think some of you here are talking about the no season earth or season fire. I'm not talking about that season. Yeah, I'm talking about season of life. You know, yeah, all of us also have a season, right? Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we are not. So the luck pillar also represent the up and down in life. Okay, so now the first thing that a lot of people will ask once they actually look at the luck pillar, they will ask one thing first. Yeah, do I have the luck or not? Am I in the lucky luck pillar right now, or am I in the unlucky luck period? Right, a lot of people ask this question. Right, so let's find out. Yeah, this is the second topic for today. Yeah, we're talking about the season. So we're talking about luck, right? So let me define. Yeah, let me tell you what does luck means first. Yeah, the luck. A lot of people think if I have the luck means that I actually I can buy lottery. Yeah, that one is not luck. Yeah, yeah. So this luck that we're talking about here is when you have clarity, you know, or things come more smoother for you. You're in the right place and in the right time, right? So let me give you one example here. Let's say if you are in a good luck, you apply for a job as a assistant marketing manager, right? And you got it because you got luck. And within the first month you join the company, and then suddenly the manager you are reporting to, she resigned. Right, and then because that time the company have a lot of projects, yeah, they are short of staff there. The boss have no choice to actually promote you as an assistant manager to become the manager. Tell me, is it about skill or is it about luck right now? Because initially she's hired as a assistant manager, so due to timing issue, suddenly the manager resigned. Then now there's an opening. And therefore, the CEO of the company get this assistant manager become the marketing manager, right? So if it's about luck, type the word luck here, right? Yeah, of course it's luck. It's not about skill, right? Skill get her to what? To the assistant manager job, right? To get her to the manager job on that time is about luck, right? Because this person doesn't even know, the CEO doesn't even know whether this person can perform or not. But during that desperate moment, they need someone to complete the project. They get it, right? So this is what we call luck, right? So being in the right place and the right time. So do we like this or not? Of course we like this, right? I know that a lot of people keep talking about I need to be hard, I need to work hard, you know. Yeah, of course that part is important. But don't you think it's a bonus as well if you also get the luck as well? Right, so you are working hard, you get the effort, you make all the effort, but it also have the luck is even better. Don't you think so? It 10x your life, right? Therefore, the luck pillar sometimes will tell you a glimpse. Yeah, do you have that luck portion or not? Do you want to learn how? right? If you want to learn how, type the word yes right now. Okay, all right. So how do we do this, right? So how we do this is very simple. Yeah. So we need to actually look at your BaZi chart again. Yeah, look at your BaZi chart one more time. When you look at your BaZi chart, I want you to scroll down to the 5 structures. Yeah, as shown on the screen. So I want you to pay attention to your BaZi chart right now. I want you to look at the 5 structures. So as shown on the screen right now. Okay, so that's the first step. Look at the 5 structures. So you see something similar like this. And inside there are 2 2 diagrams. One is the beige color, and then one is the purple color, right? So let me just draw it so you are clear. So this is the beige color, right? This is a beige color. And then the second one here is the purple color. Yeah, this is a purple color. So the one that we need is the beige color. This one. Okay, the beige color. We are ignoring the purple color because the purple shape here is represent only 1 year. Is annual energy. Is not the permanent energy. Yeah. So now we are looking at since we are looking at our luck, you know, so our long term, how does it interact with our natal chart? We look at the beige color. Okay, everyone clear on this? So now once we identify the beige color shape here, so I want you to look at the 2 weakest element in the chart. You able to see it or not? Let's say we use this diagram here as an example. So can you tell me which is the 2 weakest element in the chart or not? 2. I want you to look for 2 elements that is weakest in this. So among the wood, fire, water, metal, and earth, so which one is the 2 most weakest element? Yeah, type in the answer box right now. Okay, a lot of you here say water and metal. Yeah, so tell me the element, right? So water and metal. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. Okay, now you're right. Yeah, if your answer just now is water and then is metal, then you're correct. Okay. Okay, let me, for some of you here, need some explanation because I noticed some of you type fire as well. Okay, so let me just do this. Yeah, first of all, you need to look at the right diagram first. Don't you think we need to look at this? Right, this is the beige color one, right? So the center point is 0. Yeah, the outer point is 100 for each of the corner, right? So do you realize that for this chart here, the lowest point, don't you think, is this one, right? So this one and this one, right? Do you see that? These are the 2 lowest point, right? Yeah, among the chart. So therefore, the weakest, the 2 weakest element in their chart is water and metal. Okay, so clear or not? So I think most of you get it right? It's metal and water, right? So you just need to look at the 2 weakest element. So once you know this, right, then you need to actually look at your luck pillar right now. Does it contain water or metal or not? Okay, now let's look back at the chart. Okay, tell me, this person, just now we identified that the weakest element is water and metal, right? Does this person luck pillar right now, you know, have metal and water or not? Let me just draw it here. So where do we look for? First of all, we look at the highlighted box, right? Because this box represents the current luck. And then you see there's a metal word here, right? And then you see there is water here. So which means that if your current luck pillar contains either one of the 2 weakest element in your chart, you're going through good luck. Yeah, it's a good luck pillar for you. Okay, easy or not? right? So I know some of you ask about top or bottom, don't matter first, right? Yeah, I know all of us here too intelligent. Yeah, it is a big or small, left or right, doesn't matter. Yeah, got luck is considered good already. All right. Yeah, you must actually also know that some of them don't have the luck, right? So you have the luck. Yeah, no need to ask where it is. Yeah, you're already good. Okay. All right. So you as long you have it means that you got luck. Now for this person here, he has 2, right? So which means that this person are going through quite a time where whatever he want to do, there will be help provided. Yeah, they're simply in the right time, or right place, or even he simply pick a house to buy. Very likely he's going to end up with a good feng shui house. Yeah. So and then okay, let's see some question here. So Catherine Lim, yeah, you asked whether is a hidden stamp can be considered. Yes. And anywhere you see in that pillar, if you have it, then it's considered. All right. So this include the hidden stamp as well. Okay. All right. John Yong, what if only have one? Have one, you must say thank you. You must be grateful. Some people don't have one. You have one already, should be very happy already. Yeah, say thank you to the universe. Okay, yeah, don't complain. You got one already, consider very good. Do you know how many of you here don't have it? Yeah, type the word. If you don't have any the 2 weakest element, any of them, or you don't have any so-called weakest element in the chart, the 2 weakest element in your current luck pillar, type the word me right now. If you don't have the 2 lucky element, yeah, type the word me. You see, so many people don't have, Yeah, so if you have one, yeah, consider happy, yeah. So a lot of you don't have, right? Okay, all right. So you have more, that is good. Yeah, forever grateful, right? If you have 1 or 2. Okay. So now, for those who don't have, right? So for those who don't have, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, right? It just means that you need to work harder. You need to actually don't expect, like everything will work smoothly. So you're more prepared, you have backup plan, and then you work harder than other people, right? Because you don't have luck means that you cannot rely on a lot of help from external. So you need to rely more on yourself, so that's the part here. Okay. Even you don't have, right? Can you take a peek on your next luck pillar or not? Right? So maybe your next luck pillar have. So right now, if I look at this chart here, right? Let's say this person on the next one, right? So you see the next one is 44, right? So is this person 44 going through good or bad luck? Okay, let me write down here. This person needs what? Need metal and water, right? So is the next luck pillar got metal and water or not? Or water? This one, the 44, of course, don't have the metal, but it still have water, right? You still have water, right? So you still have a water here, and then this one got metal. So this one also got metal. This one also got metal and water, right? So many, right? Yeah, so good. Yeah, so we can tell that this person here, yeah, if we got water, it's okay, right? It doesn't need you don't need to have both. If either one is considered good already, right? So this person got luck or not? Yeah, got luck. Okay. But is it mean you have luck, you'll be successful? Not really. Right? If you do nothing about it, yeah, you stay at home every day watching Netflix, you wasted your luck. Yeah. Compared to someone, even they don't have luck, but they know how to derive certain meaning from the love pillar and then maximize it, they also can become successful. Okay, so don't think like luck means they're successful. Yeah, but luck will be very useful if you're really hardworking. Okay, if you don't have luck, then you need to stay tuned. Yeah, we're going to talk more about, we're going to discuss more. Yeah, because the luck pillar topic here, yeah, is a very, very vast topic, Yeah, so we need to go through this step by step. So far, so good. Right, so we haven't looked into details yet. Yeah, now we're only talking about generally in the current luck pillar you're going through. Are you going through a lucky luck pillar or not? All right. Okay, so this is the first step we're doing it. Yeah, we haven't talked about detail yet. Yeah, whether it's a wealth luck or relationship luck, we haven't talked about that yet. Okay, clear? All right, so once you're clear about this, yeah, so let me just, this part here is about season, right? So let's move on, right? The learning will go deeper and deeper on each level. Okay, so just now we're talking about season of life. So right now we're talking about certain special pillars. So I think this is a bit, this is for a one student, yeah, but even for a beginner, you still can understand this, don't worry, right? So which means that each luck pillar, there's a pillar, right? Some pillar are born special, right? So you want to also know, even when you don't have luck, right? Maybe you belong to these special pillars. Yeah, would you like to know? Right, so this is the one that, you know, just now we're just talking about overall luck, right? So, but there are certain pillar, even you don't have luck, if you go through this pillar, you know, you also can become, you can achieve something great during that pillar. You know, that's why we categorize this as a special pillars, right? So now this is your backup plan. Like some of you depressed just now, yeah, now this is a saving grace. Yeah, maybe you have some of this element, right? So you can smile again, right? You can walk tall again. Okay, all right. Now let's do this. So this special pillar here, what I'm talking about this special pillar here, one of the special pillar we are talking about is the word clarity. Yeah, we'll talk about clarity. Yeah, because the chart, if you're going through a clarity pillar, means that you are clear on what you want to do and you have the drive to make it happen. Don't you think it's very important? Right? Not only you know what to do, but you also have the energy to make it happen. And you're going to pursue it until you get it. Yeah, this is what we call a clarity pillar. All right. So let me just tell you, how do you look for this? Okay, let me show you a chart here. Right. So as you see here, the word, I actually put the word clarity here. Right. So clarity means like this. If any pillar you're going through, right, you look at the top, the first, and this one is, if they are same element, is belong to a clarity pillar, right? Do you see this is a fire here? Yeah, you don't need to actually concern whether it's a yin or yang fire. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we only need to know whether which 5 element it belongs to. So in this case here, do you realize this is fire here, right? So if this is fire, and the bottom here also fire, right? So which means that this is a clear pillar because same element, top and bottom is the same. Easy or not? So then you might ask, do I need to look at this one? No need. Okay, so you only need to look for number 1, and then you look for number 2. Yeah, not everyone have this, by the way. Some of you have more, right? Some of you might don't have any, right? So first let's talk to those person who have it first, right? But there are one exception. This only apply to all the 5 elements except for Earth. Earth are not counted. Okay, so you have Earth element on top and Earth element at the bottom. That one will not fit to this criteria. All right, so let me repeat again. Yeah, let me repeat myself again here. So this only applies to fire, water, metal, and wood. This technique here. Okay, so if you going through this, how many of you here going through a clarity pillar right now? Type the word me right now. Okay, some of you in the future is good. Right? How many of you here going through right now? A clarity pillar. Wow, some of you have 3. Cool. Yeah, if you're going through here, now you're in a time. I'm not saying it's easier. Clarity doesn't mean it's easy, okay? But means you are clear, you're determined, and you have the willpower to make things happen. Yeah, why is like this? Yeah, because top and bottom is the same, also means that your mind and your heart is aligned. You know, they decided to do something, their heart will follow. Yeah, that's what I mean. They have clarity and then they have the drive to make things happen. Yeah, this is what we call a pure gua, purity. Yeah, this is very important. Some of you say it's the next 2 years. Very good, right? So this is the thing that you need to actually look into. Like you look at this person, right? Yeah, let me just do this again. Do you realize that this person are going through one here, but they're also going through one here, and also one here as well, right? Some people have a lot one, you know, right? Like this person have a lot more. We can see that this person very likely going to achieve something great during this early life, really, you know. So because the same element, right? And again, this one is not counted, right? Because why? Because this is Earth. This is Earth. Although it's the same, but it's not counted. Only the remaining 4 elements can be applied. Everyone clear? Right. So the moment you see some person on this kind of luck pillar, you can tell them this is your peak time. So you must actually master all your skill, your knowledge to pursue something. Yeah, because now you have the persistency, yeah, and then you have the drive to follow through and make it happen. Yeah. So this is the one that we're talking about the clarity of the luck pillar itself. Now you might ask, right? What if it's not my lucky element? Doesn't care, right? Lucky element tell you whether it's easy or not, only one, right? But this one tell the drive. You have the drive, even it's hard, you'll find a way to make it happen. Don't you think so? Right? So this is how you see it on the luck pillar. Easy, right? Easy, right? Step by step, the way to learn this. Some of you ask about why Earth is not counted. Yeah, it takes a long time to explain the theory, right? So let's put it aside first. We focus on application. When next time I do a Facebook live Q&A, then we address that part, right? That one long story. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is the one that you can actually look. So actually, I tell you, right, learning BaZi is not hard one, you know. I know a lot of people are in this industry, the outside. Last time I met some people, they try to make it so hard, make it so mystical, so they can charge a lot of money. Some people do that, you know. They tell you a lot of cryptic story, a lot of things, yeah. But in the end, that's why you see our academy, the way we teach BaZi is in a way that actually is easy to use and easy to apply, right? So this is how we look at the BaZi chart. Okay, there's much more to talk about the luck pillar, right? So I will give you some part of it here. At least you can get this thing started. Okay, yeah. So now next one, next one I'm going to share with you is like this. Just now we're talking about clarity, right? So now the next one I'm going to talk about is leadership. Okay, just now we talk about clarity pillar. Clarity pillar means the same element except Earth, right? So now leadership. So then this one is this one I'm only referring to one specific pillar here, yeah, because it's a special pillar. This one. 价值 pillar, which means that yang wood on top, sitting on a rat. How many of you here right now have the exact pillar that I highlighted on the screen? Right? Check your luck pillar right now. Right? So do you have this or not? So it's a yang wood on top, and then the bottom is a rat. Right? So all you need to check is here. Is a yang wood or not? If it's a yang wood, yeah, you partially meet the criteria, but you also need to actually meet the bottom one must be a rat. Okay, some of you say your next luck pillar. Some of you say no for entire life. Okay, all right. So if you have this going through this pillar, this is called a leadership pillar. Right? Why I say so? Because each pillar is in technical term we call a 价值. Right? If you look the way we arrange all these 60 possible pillar, this 价值 pillar is the top. Is the first pillar of the 60 价值. So this pillar talking about one thing, talking about leadership. Okay? So if you're going through this luck pillar, some of you actually I saw some of your comment here. You commented that you're going to see this in the next few years, right? So this is the time you're going to have opportunity to actually rise to the next level. If you're climbing a corporate ladder, right? So you can see it. You have this opportunity. Yeah. So if I were you, I would advise you to take it. right? Because this is given to you, correct? Like I just did a consult this today, this morning, because now here is night time. So this morning I did another consult. Is my client actually going through this as well? And then you see a 价值, right? So they see a 价值 means that, and then she also discovered that she's given an opportunity, to actually rise 2 level up. And then she asked me, Iverson, should I take it or not? Right, of course, right? Why not, right? Because you're going through the love pillar given that, and then this is where you can learn to become a better leader. Okay, so the 价值, and then one thing here, 价值 also is a pillar about attraction as well. Yeah, so this, which means that during this time, this person will actually able to actually connect to a lot of people, because they are likable, and then they will build a very strong network. Yeah, so we like this 价值 pillar, right? So it's good. So I know some of you here ask the question, what if I have this pillar in my BaZi chart, my natal chart? Can I consider you have some leadership element or not? Yes, it is. Yeah, but unfortunately, this is not our topic today. Yeah, the nature is there, but the meaning will be slightly different. But we only focus on luck pillar right now. Okay, so if you are going here, you need to learn how to be one and becoming that person. Yeah, that's the one I want you to actually look at it. Okay, easy. Let me see. Some of you here have another question or not. Okay, this question from Sheng Lin. Have a jackwood, but sitting on a dog, so not consider, right? So because you need to fulfill 2 criteria, you need to have a jackwood on top, and then bottom must be a rat. And because this chart pillar is a resource pillar, right? So which means that it's not hard for you to get to the top. It's quite smooth. There are people supporting you. Okay, all right. This is also a happiness pillar, okay? No stress pillar. Okay, all right, cool. So now, this is the part that every pillar have their own characteristic. So today I chose to share with you 2 pillar just now. One is clarity pillar, and then one is the leadership pillar. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. What are we going to talk about today? Let's see here. Okay, now just now we're talking about special pillars. Some of you have it, some of you don't. So remember I told you just now in BaZi, one of the most important power of the luck pillar is talking about anticipation, right? Anticipation, talking about you want to know, what opportunity you are having right now, even you can't see right now. Is there, you're aware, then you can take action to actually discover it or leverage on those opportunity. And not only right now, you also can actually fast forward to the future and see, so you can prepare. Don't you think so? Right? Because some of you here probably already reached to almost the end of your current luck pillar right now. Before we make to the new one, I think it'd be good if you look at what happened to the next luck pillar, so we can do something right now. And the moment the next luck pillar arrives, you can actually reap the rewards. That is how we use the BaZi. Okay, so I'm going to share with you some of the things that are about this power of anticipation. Okay, so now, one thing, a lot of people ask a question, right? Am I going through a wealth luck or not? Right, so now therefore I'm talking about wealth here. So some of you are very new, I want to know about do I go through a wealth luck? So very, very simple. So when you're talking about wealth, in BaZi study, there are 2 elements you want to pay attention to. One, let me write down here. One is IW, indirect wealth. And then another one is DW. Okay, direct wealth, stand for only these 2. Okay, so now let's look at this person here right now. Is this person going through wealth luck? So let's see, this is his current luck pillar, right? The yellow box here. So you look at the top first. Do you see a DW here or not? Yes, right? Yes. So which means that this person actually going through wealth lock, right? So is one is good. Yeah. So which means that these are the time he can create, he can find a lot of opportunity to make more money. The opportunity is there. Yeah, because luck pillar doesn't talking about skill. Okay, remember this, right? If you want to know what skill I can do to make more money, you need to refer back to your preparation section, which is the natal chart, right? The luck pillar always talking about external, yeah, which means external opportunity coming in. Okay, so here now this person see direct wealth, right? You see a DW, then yeah, it's cool. So now let's say this person asks, how about the next luck pillar, right? Let's say he say I want to. Then we need to look at the 46, right? The 46. So do you see IW here or not? Yeah, this is IW, right? So which means that he also going through wealth lock. And how about 56? If you look at 56 pillar here, this person also going through direct wealth. Do you see it here? Right? So almost like 30 years wealth lock. Okay, so let me clarify this first. I want all of you here to do a simple exercise here. Yeah, let me know, is your current luck pillar contains either DW or IW or not. It could be at the top, it could be at the bottom. Anywhere you can find the chart is considered. Yeah, it's valid. So if you discover you have it in your current luck pillar right now, yeah, type the word yes. Okay. Let me see who you are. Okay, a lot of you have it, right? So is whether it's IW or DW is fine. Yeah, is perfectly fine as long you have it. Or whether it's hidden stem or main stem is fine. Right? As long you got it there, then it's considered. So I noticed a lot of you ask about is it the hidden stem is considered? Yes. So let me just clarify one more time. Doesn't matter where you find it. Is it as long as within your current luck pillar is considered? Is it clear? So this includes hidden stem. This includes the main chi and also the heavenly stem. Everything, as long you have it. Okay. All right. So now I think this leaves us to do groups here. One you have it, one you don't. Right. So now, if you are going through a wealth luck, right? So, and Tiffany Fu asked about is it rock wealth is considered? And I'm sorry, no, Tiffany, right? So the wealth element are only indirect wealth and direct wealth. Yeah, rob wealth means robbing the wealth, so it's not considered a wealth element. Yeah, so don't to be too happy if you find it. Yeah, so only two elements. Yeah, indirect wealth and direct wealth. Okay, so rob wealth is not considered. Okay, now, so once you find it, yeah, let me explain the meaning first, right? So wealth element in a luck pillar represent wealth opportunity. Okay, yeah. So which means that during that moment you discover that you might have some idea to do something, or you see some opportunity to actually create a business or work with someone, or you find a way to make money. Yeah, that's what the mean you're going through a wealth luck, right? So is it mean that you'll be rich or not? Yeah, there's a lot of misconception that a lot of people think if I going through a wealth luck means that I'm going to be rich. Yeah, it's far from the truth. Okay. Yeah, so don't be too happy. Yeah. So the wealth, whenever we see a wealth luck, if you're going through a wealth luck, means that you have a lot of opportunity. Yeah, you start the business, let's say, right? But it doesn't mean your business will be successful one. Yeah, but if you're going through a time where you have wealth luck, only means you have opportunity. But if you are not capable, you're not able to manage it, and yet you still want to start a business, then one problem will happen. You have money issues as well. Yeah, a lot of people think they cannot comprehend how come I going through a wealth luck and then yet I have money issues. It's highly possible. Yeah, because the wealth only tell you there are opportunity related to wealth, right? But it doesn't tell you you're going to make money one. Yeah, that is the part a lot of people mistaken about the wealth luck pillar. Okay, so therefore this is when the preparation part is essential. Remember earlier we talked about success is equal to what? right? Preparation plus opportunity, right? So if your preparation is strong, yeah, your natal chart, your skill, then you're going through wealth luck, then yes, yeah, the chances are higher. But if you are, let's say you're someone lazy, right? You're lazy, you don't do anything, you don't improve yourself, and then you're going through wealth luck, and you just because of wealth luck, you simply go and start a business. What you think will happen? You have what? Wealth-related problems, right? The luck pillar just tell you that a lot of things got to do with money. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're going to make more, right? Wealth luck doesn't mean make money. Yeah, it's just telling you a lot of things got to do with money. Okay, so I want you to clarify this. Okay, but if you are prepared, you have a clear idea what to do, then the wealth luck will become beneficial for you. Okay, so like just now we see the chart just now, right? The second meaning of a wealth also means that if you're going through wealth luck, you still need to work one, Yeah, so don't happy if you're seeing yourself that 70 and 80 years old, you also see a wealth luck. Yeah, which means that time you still need to work. All right, but it's fine, right? If you are really already someone that maybe financially, you're good, so you still want to work, I think it's fine. Yeah, a lot of people worry, right? You go through wealth like that in 80s. Does it mean that I still need to work for money? Maybe not. Maybe you work for passion. That's why you see a lot of multi-millionaire and billionaire, even during their old age, they still go to work, right? Like Warren Buffett, right? He still go to work, right? So I'll say that your job here is make yourself to be wealthy. Even though your old age, you still see wealth element, you still need to work. But that time, you are not work for money. Yeah, you work for passion, right? You work for fulfillment. Yeah, that's the thing here. Okay, because I know some of you just now, you say that, what if I see a lot of wealth element in my old age? Basically means you cannot sit at home. You still want to do something even you retired. Old days, people see this is something bad, but I see this otherwise. I think that even after we retire, right, it's always good for us to find something we can do, right? And they like doing it, and then it's better, right? You also know that statistically, people that actually have something to preoccupy their time, they can live longer compared to someone after they retire that sit at home, and then after 1 year, you discover that they have this sickness or certain disease, right? But yet some people that actually have a purpose, their energy is higher. And because their energy is higher and their immune system will be better, and they have the tendency to live longer. Okay, all right. So yeah, some of you here, like Amalia Radut. Okay, I saw your comment. Amalia Radut. Okay, means 73 and 83 still working. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it means that you have something to look forward to. You have life purpose. Okay, so that's the thing here. Okay, so let's see Vishnan. Vishnan asked that on top of DW, hidden stamp is RW. Does it contradict each other? Yeah, no, it's two different elements. Yeah, if you have direct wealth, means it's money opportunity. Rob wealth actually represent losing money, or you're going to spend a lot of money. So two things happen at the same time, which means that you can make a lot of money, and then maybe something happen, you need to bill someone, then you need to use the money out. So easy in, easy out. Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah, I know there are a lot of you here interested on Rob wealth. Okay, let me bring out the Rob wealth for you. Okay, on. A lot of you here realize that you're interested on Rob wealth, right? Okay, since you asked, yeah, now you get it. Okay, all right. So you see this person here, right? The current luck pillar this person are going through, right? So do you see RW here? Right, it's RW, right? And then bottom here also got wealth element, right? This is exactly like what someone just now asked a question like this, right? This is IW, right? So now, if you're going through a Rob wealth element is like this. Rob wealth is a shopping element, right? They can spend recklessly, or also means that losing money, due to carelessness. So if you're going through Rob wealth, I'll say that one of the things that you might need to do is to actually plan better on your finance, especially the cash flow and expenses. So this is a part that you need to pay attention to. Okay, so now I want all of you here to check your chart. Are you going through rock wealth element or not? Check your chart right now. Yeah, rock wealth, Angela. And let me see, Angela Lim say, rock wealth, no wonder I'm spending a lot of money. Their hobby is shopping. Yeah, rock wealth is like this. If a rock wealth is strong, right, as long you like something, the price tag doesn't matter to you. It doesn't register in your mind. Okay. Yeah, so I actually speaking something about myself as well. Myself, rock wealth also in my chart, right? So sometimes if I like something, right, yeah, although sometimes it's expensive, so I will still buy it one, then maybe I regret later, right? Because it's so expensive, right? But rock wealth have this kind of tendency, so to do something like that, right? So it's a shopping element. So the stronger the element is, your ability, you have a talent in shopping. Yeah, very good. Okay. Yeah, you help the economy, right? Yeah, you. Okay, all right. So this is the one you need to pay attention to. And during rock wealth period, right? So one thing you might need to actually look into also, if someone, maybe you say that you want to actually borrow them money, but the moment you borrow, very hard to get it back. Yeah, so don't simply lend money to everyone. Okay. So this is the thing about this rock wealth here. But at least you have the talent in shopping. Yeah, this is a good thing. Okay. This is about, do you like so far? Do you enjoy this luck pillar analysis so far? If you do, yeah, type the word yes right now. Yeah, I want to see who you are. Yeah, this is we are seldom talk about this rock wealth, right? Yeah, now we have a chance to share with you. Yeah, so hope you like it. Okay, all right, thank you. I see so many yeses here. Okay, all right, so many. So now let's look at the let's do some exercise together right now. Okay, thank you. So many of you here. Thank you. So now let me just share my screen again. Okay, so tell me, this person here is going through a rock wealth, right? So let me just. Going through rock wealth log pillar right now, right? You see RW here, right? Okay. So let's say this same person asks you, right? So when will because he also going through wealth luck right now, right? Got indirect wealth. Remember just now, if you have rock wealth and indirect wealth at the same pillar, means that easy come, easy go, right? So this is what it means, right? So you need to do something about that part, cannot, right? And here also represent that this person, like some of you, is good. You're talking about this clarity pillar, right? So they are driven. Yeah, they know what to do. You need to advise this person. You tell them, yeah, it's a good time for to achieve things, right? But one thing you need to look into carefully is how do you manage the cash flow? Okay, that's the part you need to actually look into. So let's say you already advise this person about this, and then let's say this person asks you, when is my next luck pillar will come? What will you tell this person? So let's look at 56. 56, do you see any wealth element? No. Yeah, there are no IW or DW. And then if you see this part here, do you have any wealth element? Also no. If you look at 76, any wealth element? No. 86, God. Is this depressing or not? Very depressing, right? Yeah, because so many of them don't have, until 86 also only have one, So what will you tell this person then? Yeah, are you going to ask this person to wait until 86 years old to work? Yeah, that time no energy to work anymore, right? Even don't have teeth to eat also, correct or not? Right, so that's where a lot of people get stuck into, right? Because you see, the moment they want to luck pillar, right? They hope that luck will become better one right now. If you discover some chart is like this, then people don't know what to do already, because this is the final straw already, right? Because you look at the Pater chart and then you look at the luck, right? If the luck also don't have, that's where people say, you know, or this person is have a very hard life, right? That's a lot. That's what people used to think, right? So therefore, remember just how we talked about the topic number 5 is about beyond the luck pillar. So we also need to ask ourselves, what actually can actually bypass the luck pillar? What can you surpass the luck pillar, right? This is very important because not everyone will have a great luck pillar. Don't you think so? Right? So then we should ask ourselves, what can we do about it? Right? So I want to show you how to do it. Yeah, this leads us to topic number 5. We're going to talk about how do you actually beyond your luck pillar. Yeah, what you should do about it. So let me share with you right now. So when you look at a great life blueprint, right? So let me share with you this screen here. If you look at the great life blueprint, right? I think some of you, if you are Chinese, you heard about the a word 一命二運三風水, right? Yeah, I think a lot of people rehearse this word again and again, right? 一命二運三風水, why not, right? So when we actually look at the study of destiny, yeah, they keep talking about this thing here. Yeah, they keep talking about the most important is destiny. Yeah, if your destiny is not good, then you look for the luck. If the luck is not good, you look for feng shui. Right? So it's like a sequence one, you know. So let me explain to you what does it mean destiny, right? Destiny here, yeah? Destiny represents your natal chart. Remember just now we're talking about your party chart. They got a top one, the natal chart, and then the bottom is the luck pillar, right? The top one is your destiny. So which means that the first way to identify someone's destiny has got power or good, we're talking about is the destiny chart good or not. If the destiny chart is not good, they tell you to look for what? For the luck pillar. Yeah, to look for the, that's why they call first destiny, second luck, third is feng shui, right? So then if you look at the luck, so like just now, that gentleman chart just now, the luck also not good, right? You didn't see the thing, right? So then what you need to do? Yeah, it means that let's say this person destiny chart also not good. And then now luck also not good. Right? And then you can ask this person to do feng shui. Yes, maybe you can. Right? Maybe yes, you can do it. Yeah, but if your luck not good, right? Every house you attract also cannot be that good already, right? It's make it even harder. Yeah, you can use feng shui, yes, to improve it. Yeah, but one thing, yeah, what if, right, there are something that can actually change the whole equation of this, right? That is the one we want to know, right? So that actually can reboot the whole thing here. So then this started by asking one very, very important question. Yeah, means that is there anything or invisible force that actually govern this aspect or not, right? That affect your destiny, that affect your luck, and then also affect your feng shui, right? So the answer is yes. Yeah, because the luck is not that good. Yeah, even you try to find house, right? A good feng shui house also very hard one, you know. If your luck is good, you simply buy also good house. That's why you see a lot of rich people. Yeah, they might not know feng shui, right? Yeah, then after they buy the house, they ask us to check the feng shui. Yeah, somehow, yeah, the house feng shui is good one, you know. So you attract that, right? So there are one invisible force that govern this whole thing here. Yeah, if you want to reboot not only the luck, you want a destiny, they are one part, but not every time you have the opportunity to do this. Yeah, because we are talking about the whole universe energy transition. Yeah, so this is the part that I'm going to share with you right now. So how do we do this, right? So now we look at the whole universe. Yeah, there will always be a reboot of energy, right? And then this reboot here is every 20 years, there will be a reboot. Yeah, we call this a period. Yeah, they will change period every 20 years. This energy affect feng shui. It also affect us as a human being. You know, though these are the part that are affecting us. So sometimes we might not be in the right time to see these changes happen, right? Since it's only happened 20 years, right? So therefore, the period here now, this table here, I share with you right now is talking about when the energy shift will happen, right? So if you see it here, you look at the period 9 right now. Yeah, the period 9 is here, right? So the period 9, as I actually located here, talking about the years is 2024, right? So which means that right now we are in a time to have the privilege to see a reboot happen, right? If right now you're only 10 years old, this reboot might not mean anything to you, right? You're still studying, right? So I think the reason we need to be in the right timing as well, So if you are right now, you are in a position you can make changes, then means that you're in the right time. What if this period change, this whole energy shift, and now you're only 8 years old? Does it mean this change beneficial to you a lot? No. But what if right now you're in the process of changing your destiny, right? You're in the process of changing your destiny, and then you actually want to do something about it, and you don't like your luck pillar, you don't like your BaZi chart, then now you know there is a potential reboot happening. So when it is. So if you look at the chart right now, I show you in the screen. So the next energy shift happening on 2024. Right? Do you see it here? 2024, right? So which means that another shift happening. So how many years from now? It's around 5 years or 4 to 5 years, right? Another shift is happened. So the thing is like this, right? So this shift will happen, anyway, whether you like it or not. So I think the first question, the shift is called period 9, right? So now we are in period 8. So how do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Right? So are you a happier person? Are you very successful by then? Or you live the life of your dream or not? Right? So that's now you need to prepare. Right? So which means that what you need to prepare then. So are you period 9 compliant or not? Right? So let me show you how do we put this in this way. So if you look at the chart right now, right? So now we are in 2020, right? So the 2024 is the time that when the period 9 will actually kickstart. But the thing here is the energy of period 9 already coming already. Already started, but it's not in full force yet. You're going to have a full force in 2024. So which means that the whole shift is already happening. So right now we are in 2020. So this time frame here is crucial, because what we do right now, the preparation we do right now, the strategy is crucial. Because if we do the wrong thing, then the moment period 9 arrive, we are not able to actually tap the opportunity available to us. So then what are the strategy is? So the strategy here is to prepare, and we only can prepare if we know what is period 9 is all about, right? What is the thing is happening, right? So we need to study what is the trend, what is the feng shui in period 9, and then how does it affect our BaZi as well. So therefore, in order to study this, so they are, I actually, because a lot of people ask me this as well. So I actually categorize this as there are 5 ways, for you to thrive in period 9. There are 5 ways, right? So I always tell people these are the things you need to know, right? So I compile these 5 ways here into a lesson that I can share with you. It's an online training. Is what I call period 9, the rise of Phoenix. Why is a Phoenix? Because period 9 is a south, and Phoenix is like they actually rise from ashes, and then it's a reboot. They reboot themselves. They become alive again. That is the meaning. Carry behind this. So if you actually want to do this, because there are so many aspects of period 9. So I actually figuring out how can I actually, because there are 5 ways, right? So all of you here want different thing. So the first aspect, right, that I think a lot of people want to know is how do you succeed in terms of your career and business in period 9, right? Because the trend, like you see COVID-19 happening, is also another sign already, right? Things are changing. The way we do business, and some new profession are created. Some of them are being obsolete already, right? So you want to know in period 9, what is the winning strategy for your career and also for business? Don't you think this is important? Very important. So some of you like to focus on this because there are 5 ways. This is the first way, the first group, the first module of training. So if the second one, some people are interested to know, sometimes they are not happy with their BaZi, right? They say that, my BaZi is not so good, right? So, but if period 9 arrive, it will actually affect the way, your BaZi behave one, right? So even though you've been told that, you have a bad BaZi, but maybe period 9, you activate the greatness inside your chart. It could change from a bad chart, become a superior chart. So we want to know, how do want to study, whether our chart here is contain greatness in period 9 or not. right? Because remember we talked about the energy reboot. So you have the chance, to actually reboot it. Yeah. So there are second group of people, they are interested on study the parts. Right, just on the first group about career and business. Another group they're interested to know about the parts, how does it affected the moment period 9 is coming. The second group. Let's look at the third group here. Yeah, the third group here, and you know that feng shui. Yeah, the way we practice feng shui will change. So which means that even you're enjoying good feng shui right now, period 9 come, we need to make adjustment to make your house period 9 compliant. Right? There are no such things say that good feng shui will last forever. Yeah, and so do bad feng shui as well. So we do look at the period time. Now we're in period 8, right? But the moment period 9 arrive, then the rules are changing. So the question to ask yourself is your house feng shui are period 9 compliant or not? Right? So some of you are interested on feng shui. So therefore, there's another module here, another training here called Feng Shui Secrets for period 9. Yeah, this teaches you how to make your house period 9 compliant. Okay, so how about the fourth group here? The fourth group here, some people interested on investment, right? Because think about this, right? How long can we work, right? To a point that we'll get tired, right? So don't you think that we need to protect ourselves with our investment? So the moment period 9 arrive, we want to know what type of business is thriving, so we can invest on those businesses, yeah, and or commodity. So these are the one that some of you are interested on this, right? So and then the fifth one. Yeah, some of you here might not just interested on money, right? You'll say, how do I improve relationship? Yeah, and find fulfillment in period 9, because period 9 is a very spiritual era. So if you are on this group here, and you want to know about in period 9, how do I achieve happiness and fulfillment? Then maybe, this training, number 5 training is the good one for you, right? So now let me just summarize this for you. There are 5. Right, there are 5 I showed just now. The first one will be the career for business in period 9, and superior parts in period 9. The third one, feng shui, and then investment, and finally is happiness. So which one you are more interested in? Right, this is a question I always ask people. Right, so why don't you tell me right now? Which one are you more interested in if you have to choose one? Yeah, all of this could be an independent training. Right, type in the comment box right now. If you only can choose one. Right, which one would you choose? Okay, one. So I say also say one, number 1. So it's career and business, right? 3, investment. Okay, so I say career. 5. Okay, all of you have different preference, right? Initially, yeah. Thank you. Some of you say career. A lot of you here mention career. Okay, business, good. All right. Okay, some of you say, oh, initially I would actually I think to actually teach this module here independently, right? So if this is what I initially think, so each of this here is 197 USD. Yeah, depends which one you prefer to learn, So and if you want to learn all, is 985. Okay, right? So this is what I planned initially because I let you to choose. Yeah, but again, right, I also see that all of this here also very, very important. Don't you think so? So I decided, right? So why not I actually combine all this together into one course? Don't you think it's better this way? So you can benefit to everyone, right? So therefore, I actually add all this thing all together, these 5 subject here. And then, yeah, there's one thing I want to share with you. I'm going to do this period 9 online. If you're interested to actually learn all these 5 things here, I would like to encourage you further, right? So instead of paying 985, yeah, so if you want to enroll for all these 5 things here under these courses called period 9, the rise of Phoenix, yeah, the price here is 297, right? Because I want to do this online, so I save some cost on the venue. So I actually pass back the saving to you. All right. So this is the one that I actually, if you're interested, yeah, this is the one that you can consider, right? Everything. So you're going to learn 5 things in this class called Period 9, The Rise of Phoenix online training. Okay, I know some of you here just type here, you sign up already. Good. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I'm going to see you then, right? So let me just give you more detail here because some of you are interested. How many of you here interested? Yeah, type the word yes right now. Okay, and some of you already signed up. Good. I'm going to see you. So let me, if you are interested, yeah, let me tell you the dates. Right, this is the dates. Yeah, for 4th and 5th of July. Yeah, this is the date. Is from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. GMT plus. Yeah, so these are the date to get this. Yeah, because now I combine everything together. And if you are interested in this program here, learning all these 5 things, we are based on these 4 things: Yi Jing, BaZi, Qi, and Feng Shui. Right, this is the 4 tools that we use in this class here. And how do you make use of this to become period 9 compliant? Right, so this is the one we are. So it will be very, very interesting class. And a lot of people think I'm a beginner. Right, we were able to actually learn this or not? Yeah, but let me tell you, yeah, I actually taught period 9 class last year already, and then a lot of beginner join as well, and then they can learn, and then they can apply on immediately as well, right? So let me just share with you, if you're asking, if you're thinking, if you're a beginner, is this right for me? You know, so let me share with you last year our period 9 graduates. These are their testimonial, and most of them are beginner. They only know a little bit about BaZi Feng Shui. Some of them even totally new, but yet they can benefit from it. Yeah, because even you're expert, right? Period 9 also something new, right? So I'll say that it will be beneficial to you as well. Yeah, so these are the comment, yeah, that we received from our last year graduates, period 9 graduates. Thank you for all of your support. So if you do this, right? So, and this is a live training this year. So, and if some of you cannot actually attend to the specific date, there'll be a replay. All right, you can replay for the video for 14 days. All right, so if you cannot make it on that specific date here. Okay, all right. So now, if you actually now we do this online because now it's COVID-19, right? So all of you here can learn this at the comfort from your own home here. So, and this just to share with you some of the screenshots on the live class we did last year on Awaken. Right, so we use a very, very easy way to learn, you know, and it's a very enjoyable way. And then this is some snapshots here. Okay, so some of you learned this last year, right, in the live class. Yeah, this is something you can actually feel. Yeah, how we actually conduct the class here. Okay, so for this year, this online training, if you're conducted, I'm going to add one more content that I didn't teach last year. Yeah, so what would that be? Yeah, this is the one. All right. So this is the additional, because just now all of the 5 things I'm talking about, it doesn't touch about health, but yet I think this is very important. You know, so in this year online period 9, the rise of Phoenix, I'm going to add in this health in period 9 to it as well. Yeah, so this additional content for 2020. Yeah, for all of you here. So you get from health perspective as well. Okay. So now let me summarize this for you, right? So just now we are talking about the 5 things. Now we add one more additional content here. It's called Health for Period 9. And this program is not for sale. Yeah, this is a part of the online training program for this year, right? So the value of the whole course is $985. And if you enroll today, you're going to get this 2,297, right? So if you are interested to this and you're serious, you are a player, that you decide, you know, you do whatever it takes to make your life better, which I believe you are, and let me encourage you further because I think you deserve it, right? So if you're going to join us, enroll this today, because this online training, we need to put a limit to it because we need to ensure everyone get the proper attention during the training. So the seats is not unlimited, it's limited. Right, so the moment we got it, we're going to close this again, right? So if you, I'm not sure when I'm going to do this again, but in July, definitely I'm going to do this online for period 9, right? So if you're interested, let me encourage you further, right? So for the first, there's a bonus for the first 20 sign up today, or within this webinar before we end this webinar here, or first 20. So you're entitled for one more thing. Are you ready or not? Right, so this is the one that I decided to share with you. Yeah, it's something new. Yeah, then what is this something new about? All right, so something new means that is the information, that I haven't shared with you before. Is a bonus. Yeah, if you enroll today during this webinar right now, right? So you're going to get this. Rockwell Specialist. Yeah, it's an online training, and this is a bonus. You're going to get it as well, right? So this is a different training. It's not inside the period 9. Yeah, so they're going to conduct this on another time, and this is the one you get, because a lot of people afraid of Rockwell, right? But yeah, a lot of people didn't know that you actually can make use of Rockwell to make money, although the name is called Rockwell, right? So this is I haven't teach this before. That's why I call it a limited bonus. So if you decided to join us on this part here, you actually going to actually get this Rockwell Specialist before. So, but again, for those who already signed up period 9 online already, right? So you're going to get this bonus as well. Don't worry, right? Some of you maybe signed up a week ago, right? Or 2 weeks ago, you're going to get this. So don't worry. Yeah, for those who already signed up. So for those of you are interested to do this, and you're going to get this today. All right. So you're going to get this, and then we're going to send the date later on when we're going to do this online training, but you're going to secure the bonus first. Okay. So we're going to, if you are interested, then let me show you. This is the link here, yeah, on the screen. And you actually, there's a blue color button on your right hand side, say enroll now. All you need to do is just to click that button, and then you can enroll to it already. Okay. All right. So this is the link here, and then training.joeyapacademy.com/period9. And you don't need a PayPal account. As long as you have a credit card, you can click on the, although it's stated there is PayPal, you click on it, they actually can accept credit card. All right. So, and then if you're interested to do this, click on the blue button, and then you proceed. You can proceed, and then you're going to secure the bonus first. Okay. All right. So, and so the date here is 5th of July, and I'm going to teach this once. So you're interested to join me and the rest of the students, which in fact a lot of them already joining. This is the best time to do it, right? Because you get everything at once. Okay. All right. So thank you. Yeah, thank you for your time. Yeah, for spending with me like almost 2 hours here. So I hope you enjoy the learning. Yeah, as much as I do share with you the information. So I looking forward to see you guys again. Yeah, probably in the period 9 online course or some other event. So, and I wish all of you here have a great, happy, blessed life and stay healthy. I'll see you guys around. Thank you.